Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we would like to present you our TED Talks. We prepared it with Kate Baranovskaya and me, Lydia Kuzmina.
We live in a modern world in which approximately 70% of the cost of each new product is an intellectual part. The creation of services, promotion and sales.
Stop, Kate! Why it's so difficult if in simple words we can say that the whole world is built on communication? No?
Yeah, you want to say that it is important to create and maintain relationship with customers, partners and future customers?
You can say so. That don't get refused and miss the most important thing. Let's take a close look at four main components of communication. It is control, motivation, emotional expression, and information. For example, let's start with motivation. There are two offices in which Tim is indifferent for them both. He needs only the implementation of plans. Each subordinate runs at the risk of getting a penalty or even being fired. Conclusion: workers only work for achieve a plan and they have no motivation to do their best.
I think I understood. Then the second will be opposite, right? In the second office, the boss come up with non-standard rewards. Employees understand that if they over fulfill the plan, they will receive bonuses. They contribute the promotion on the organization and enjoy the work done.
Oh, yeah, Kate, you understood everything correctly and gave really fine example. I would like to give you more really useful tips for motivation of your subordinates, maybe on your future enterprise. It is verbal praise, address by name each worker, respect for the opinion of subordinates, made personal meetings on management, your staff.
I'm really interested in this topic. So I found that people use not standard sources. For example, the motivation of staff with the help of creative names was used by Steve Jobs. He changed the title of Office Consult to Genius. It's unlucky that everyone who didn't want to leave work with it consider a genius. One more example was happened in Russia. Artemy Lebedev renamed the ordinary administrator to the owner of the cafe. I think it's cool. To understand how to properly control, I will tell you a story about a frog, which my mom told me. Scientists asked the question, how to cook a living frog. A lot of methods were lived, those that paralyzed it, but it's dishonest. So they have only two honest way. The first one is most obvious. They take a boiled water and put inside a frog. So frogs feel something wrong and jump out. The second one is to do cold water, put frog inside, and they started to boil. So the water was comfortable and the frog didn't feel anything. So in few moments it was boiled. Идеально.
And now we are on the second type. It is emotional expression. Emotional expression in psychology are those expressions in people during a conversation, observed verbal and nonverbal forms of behavior. Feelings often want to be expressed, emotions and emotional states are often simply torn from the soul. Why in this way? As for the goal or basic function of expression emotions and feelings, there are three of these functions.
So the first one is communication. Communication, transmission of a certain message about yourself and your emotional state. Once it is important that people, especially close ones, understand you. Example, a story about how the day went, a bright and unforgettable event that will left emotion inside us. Getting a good grade at school, or buying a dog, or having a baby. Release from internal stress. People often express their feelings because they create tension. In this process of emotional response, expression feelings internal release is achieved. The internal task here is emotional response, although in reality, more often the matter is limited to a non-constructive overboost of emotions.
How to relate to this? It is different because there are no emotions and feelings in general. Everything is very specific. Some emotion manifestations delight everyone and are good for health, other effective, bad for health, for business, for relations. A striking example is the explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. The explosion occurred from a sharp inhibition of a chain reaction process with the help of graphite tubes, which take an abundant amount of protons. You can't do anything rapidly, only gradually. You cannot immediately drink hot tea or stop on a high speed on bicycle or car because by inertia you will travel a little forward. Nuclear energy got its name because the process of energy production takes place inside the nucleus of an atom. Similarly, we can take the nucleus of the atom as the certain nervous system in the human body, in your or in my body, from where the emotion burst came. This is also a gradual reaction. Everyday negative affection, and in total a person gets rid of it in different ways. The main thing is to accept, understand, and support the person.
If you like our video, put us a like.
Comment our video in link
Subscribe to our channel.
and put on notifications.
Bye bye!
The second one is exposure to other or partner. Example, a children's scream is not just current information for a regular review, it is theme for immediate response. Emotions don't just convey message, emotions infect and charge, demand and inspire, attract and repel. Forward and let's consider the second type of communication. It is control. Nowhere without control. Remember it forever, Kate. There are three ways to control the activities of personnel in the enterprise. The first is oral interaction. The second way is documents. And the third one, it is Excel spreadsheets. We will consider the first one. Imagine you're working on the development of logo design and every 15 minutes a boss comes up to you and controls, says that you are doing the work inappropriately. The change of you stand here are very small.